Hello ladies and gentlemen, Force here and welcome to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, the beta style walkthrough with a male Crusader. Now, as you already know, I'm playing the characters as they were released, so this now it's time for the Crusader, and the last one will be the Necromancer. So let's give this guy a name. I think I'm gonna, as I can't put the name Crusader, I think I'm gonna leave it this way. So anyways, let's start. Oh, I forgot to read the power of the Crusader, so I'm gonna switch. Let's go back. The Crusader is imbued with the righteous power of wrath. Each attack generates more, which in turn allows the Crusader to unleash even more devastating powers. Okay, so let's go back and let's start.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up his shield and his name, and on that day, I became a Crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakharum. Sworn to live as a Crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad, hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
Okay, so I'm not gonna use a Paragon, as you already know.
The fallen star is close, but there is death here too.
Let's see what skills we have. We have Punish, physical, generates 5 wrath per attack. Strike your enemy for 335% weapon damage and gain hardened senses, increasing your block chance by 15% for 5 seconds. Requires shield. Okay, and we have a flail and a shield. So that's the second attack, and this is a special skill.
Greetings. I am a Crusader of the Zakharum faith, and I saw a star falling on this town.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Yeah! I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates! You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Okay, so we got a new skill, Shield Bash, Holy, costs 30 wrath, chance at your enemy, charge at your enemy, bashing him and all nearby foes, deals 700% weapon damage, plus 300% of your shield block chance as holy damage, requires shield.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
Now I didn't have time to look that much into the Crusader class, so I played a bit. I reached with a character level 21, but that's it.
For many years,
Villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle 𝐷𝐸𝐾 into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Something like putting the dead back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do. We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Okay, let's continue. No weapons, no nothing. For now.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Okay, so we got some pants, 7 armor.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead. I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Already with the champion packs? Or the rare packs? I'm not that sure.
My wrath is low.
So this character class uses kind of the same mechanism.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
What I was trying to say is that the Crusader uses kind of the same mechanism as the Barbarian, generating wrath instead of fury. 2 armor, okay? But as I saw, the wrath it's generating by itself also, as in the Witch Doctor class and the Wizard. Oh, well. It's been a while since I found one of those wells. Nothing. A cave full of gold, but nothing else. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Every time I record it's like something is stuck in it. So that's why I'm keep doing that. I'm sorry, I can't even speak.
reading. I am Abd al-Hazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Ogden and his wife have offered to let me and grandmother continue to stay with them. I think we will, now that the troubles are over. I am still tormented by horrific nightmares. I keep hoping they will fade, but they seem to be getting stronger.
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight, a heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
I'm sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen. I clicked again the wrong button.
Another wretched mother dead. It should slow the attacks. Fiends must have stolen the treasure.
Nothing stops the crusade.
Okay, we have a shield glare. Cooldown 12 seconds. Light erupts from your shield, blinding all enemies up to 30 yards in front of you for 4 seconds. Requires shield. I can't speak properly, I don't know why. Sorry. We have some more pants. 7 armor, generates 3 life per second, and I get 999.9% recovery. Well, that's much better. Seven armor, a belt, a shield, 9 armor, increase wrath regenerations by 0.35 per second, Crusader only.
Old Tristram. Diablo himself was here.
Another armor, 3 armor generates 4 life per second, 0% damage, 0.4% toughness, and 134.2% recovery. Which I'm gonna switch. I'm sorry for not talking that much, but I'm kinda enjoying this. Not that much as I would compare it with the Barbarian. Because those attacks kinda look a little bit slowed.
To think I was once afraid of Adria. She is going to take me to Chaldeum with her soon. Chaldeum? I never thought to see it with my own eyes. Though it saddens me to leave Ogden and his wife, Adria assures me that she will find a cure for my nightmares.
I'm not sure about that. Cure for her nightmares.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Kain.
Okay, we have another shield, 10 armor, reduces costs by 3%. I get 0.4% toughness and recovery, and the damage still remains the same. I'm gonna sell the items that I have, because I don't need them.
I've found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
I'm really curious, can I use axes? 7.7 and 5.6. Let's buy one of those, why not? I'm really curious about the attacks.
Leah, let's find your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
I promised Marco I'd protect it, but now he's...
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fought the demons.
We got some gloves, 4 armor, reduce all costs by 4%. I think what I'm gonna stick with what I have for now. Any new skills? No. Okay then, let's continue.
Look! A hidden cellar!
There are dark secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
We got some boots, 7 armor, plus 5% movement speed.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Okay, so we got some new items. Let's check them out. 20 armor, plus 1 vitality, increase gold and health pick up by 1 yards. The damage is the same. I get 9.9% toughness. I lose 54.9% recovery. I think that's not that bad. Let's see if I get more. Yeah, I get more health. Oh, come on, don't make that noise. That's horrifying. Well, shoots me with red, I think. Oh god, stop it already. That noise is horrifying. I don't do scary stuff. It's scaring me. I don't know, but it seems that I'm attacking a bit much faster. I really don't know how. Let's see what we've got. We got some gloves. The damage is the same. I get 1.8% toughness and recovery, but I think I'm gonna stick with what I have because it's magic. And I get flail, but it's two-handed, which I'm not gonna use. Still, I get 54.8% damage. I'm gonna switch just to see. 15, so very big difference. So I'm gonna stick with what I have, as I usually don't do two-handed weapons only if I have no other way or if the damage is gigantically high. Oh, a chest. I'm getting a lot of items. That's very interesting. 0.3% toughness and recovery, but it's no, what I have, it's magic, so I'm gonna stick with it.
The fallen star lies within.
Nothing there. And let's get into the cathedral.
The star is close.
The grotesques may seem slow and senseless, but they hide many dangers within their hideously malformed bodies. A set of spikes lurks beneath the monster's flesh, and foul parasites nest within them. It is said that these horrors themselves are constructed by a greater evil, a darkness that I cannot even fathom.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil forces that linger here give them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
We thought we could keep the dead trapped here. Akarad, save me.
Akarad hears you, friend.
Okay, finally we got some bracers, 9 armor. Okay, that's good for now. I'm moving very fast.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
That's just a dead end. Let's search the other area over here. Just a few bits of gold. And a creepy statue. Well, that's a dead end, so I'm gonna go back then. I love the sound of when he's moving, of the armor sounds. That's very nice. Because that sound, it's not on the other classes, if you hear them. For example, on Barbarian, if it's even if it's fully armored and all that stuff, the armor and that doesn't make that sound. Let's see what's over here first.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
The crusade marches on.
"21 kills in such a fast notice." I got Roar as a rune. I'm gonna check it quickly, but only... Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Nice, thanks. The game sometimes is very generous. So let's check the skills. Have punish, roar, fire. When you block with your hardened sense active, you explode with fury, dealing 75% weapon damage as fire to enemies within 15 yards. I'm gonna stick with slash. We have a sweep attack, cost 20 wrath, sweep a mystical flail through enemies up to 18 yards before you, dealing 480% weapon damage, requires weapon. Let's see how that works. Oh, I think that's much better than the other skill that I was using. Sorry for not knowing the names of the skills. As I've said, this is the second time I play with the Crusader, and for the first time I played only until I reached level 21, then other stuff came around and
Bad luck for you, friend.
I totally forgot about the character. I can't speak, I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I will enjoy this.
Let's see if we can.
Not yet.
Well, that's that. Let's see what we've got. Have boots, 7 armors, plus 6 strength, 4.8% damage, plus 1 to 1.5% toughness and recovery. Have gloves, but I get 2.7% toughness and recovery, but this is common, so I'm gonna use the ones that I have. Have magic bracers, plus 10 vitality, regenerates 4 life per second, 8 armor, the same damage, plus 38.1% toughness and plus 132.8% recovery, which I'm gonna use. Okay, and we get more health. I remember this place. This area was also on the first version of Diablo 3 that was released. You can search for that on the YouTube. I think it's Diablo 3 demo, I'm not sure, or alpha version, I don't know for sure. Why were you hiding over there alone? So for now I'm gonna end this video over here, because I recorded enough. So if you like it, don't forget to give it a like, to subscribe and leave a comment. Don't forget to follow me on my social media pages, find all the links in the description. Don't forget to check my music channel and my SoundCloud page, find also the links in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.